Hello everyone, welcome to Suresh Agarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. In this video, we are going to discuss 5 most important questions from the chapter Life Processes. And since this is a very big chapter, so we'll be taking this chapter up in 4 parts. So this is the first part of the chapter, that is nutrition. So 5 most important questions from the portion nutrition of the chapter Life Processes. Let's get started. So the question number 1 says, list the events that occur during photosynthesis. So till now in the junior classes, you have been just studying one simple equation of photosynthesis. But now in class 10, you are supposed to write the mechanism of photosynthesis here. So basically there are 3 points to be written in this particular question. So the first point you'll be writing that chlorophyll captures the sun's energy and converts it to chemical energy in the form of ATP. So the first point to be written here is capturing of solar energy by chlorophyll or light energy by chlorophyll and converting it to by chlorophyll and converting it to chemical energy in the form of ATP. So this is the first step involved. What is the full form of ATP? It is adenosine triphosphate. The second step involves photolysis of water. Photo means light and lysis means breakdown. So the water molecules are broken down in the presence of light to form hydrogen and oxygen. And the third step involved is reduction of carbon dioxide. So when we say reduction, it means addition of hydrogen. So reduction of carbon dioxide means the uh, hydrogen that has been produced by the photolysis of water, it combines with carbon dioxide to form glucose. So these are the 3 steps that you are supposed to write for this particular question, and you can expect this as a 3 marks question in your exam, right? Moving towards question number 2, explain the process of nutrition in amoeba with the help of a labeled diagram. So this diagram of nutrition in amoeba is very important. It's a very simple diagram, but it has been asked repeatedly in your board exams. So first of all, you need to draw this diagram, and then in brief you'll be explaining the processes involved. So suppose this is a food particle lying here, and this is your amoeba with the cytoplasm and the nucleus. So ingestion takes place. The first step is going to be ingestion. So when ingestion occurs, the food particle is taken in like this. The pseudopodia, they extend out and then they join together. This is a food vacuole that has been formed here, and this is the amoeba as we have drawn earlier. Now, once the food is taken in, then what happens? Then the process of digestion is supposed to occur. So when the process of digestion is to occur, the food vacuole is drawn over here. So the enzymes, they are secreted inside the food vacuole. So the process of digestion occurs here. And then finally, the digested food is absorbed. So we'll be drawing a similar structure again over here. And the nucleus of the amoeba and the food vacuole. Now the particles have been digested, so we are just drawing dots. And from here the absorption occurs, so we are showing it by the outward arrows. So this is showing that yes, the food has been digested and now it is being absorbed. And finally, the absorbed food is used by the amoeba for its growth, repair and regeneration. And the waste material that has been left inside the food vacuole, it moves to the corner, and once again the cell membrane ruptures and the waste material is thrown out like this. So this is how you are supposed to draw the diagrams showing the process of ingestion. The first step is ingestion, then this is digestion, the secretion of digestive enzymes in the food vacuole. Then this is absorption occurring here. Then assimilation occurs, and finally the waste is thrown out, that is showing you the process of egestion. So briefly you'll be describing all these 5 steps, and along with this you are supposed to draw this diagram. So this is how you are supposed to answer question number 2, which can be asked as a 5-mark question or as a 3 marks question. Question number 3, list the functions of juice secreted by the liver. A very important question. Again, the secretion of the liver, what is it known as? It is known as the bile juice. So the liver secretes the bile juice, and what function does the bile juice perform? It has two functions. The first function and the second function, it makes the medium alkaline. So the alkaline medium is provided by the bile juice so that the enzymes of the pancreas can act on the digested food, right? So for the pancreatic enzymes to act on the food, the medium needs to be alkaline, and that is what is done by the bile juice. And the second most important function here is the emulsification of fats. It breaks down the larger fat droplets into smaller ones so that they can be easily absorbed by the blood. So these are the two functions of the bile juice, which is the secretion of the liver. And for the second part, pancreas acts both as an exocrine and an endocrine gland. You have to justify giving reason. So what is an exocrine gland? An exocrine gland is a gland which secretes its secretions directly at the place of action. So the pancreatic juices are secreted by the pancreas, which contain the digestive enzymes like trypsin and pancreatic amylase. So that makes it an exocrine gland because the secretion is directly being released on the food. And endocrine gland because it secretes insulin, which is a hormone. It secretes the hormone insulin, which is transported by the blood to the various parts of the body where it is supposed to act. So it secretes the hormone insulin, which makes it act as an endocrine gland also. So this is the reason why we say that pancreas can act both as an exocrine gland as well as an endocrine gland. Moving towards question number 4. Give reasons. Finger-like projections are present on the inner wall of the small intestine. Why? To increase the surface area for the absorption of digested food. Because what is the function of the villi? They help in increasing the surface area so that the food can be absorbed easily and quickly. They increase the surface area for absorption of food. So this is how you're supposed to write the answers to these questions. Short one-line reasons are sufficient of food. Then for the B part, that is the second part, a piece of bread tastes sweet when chewed for some time. We all know that there's an enzyme salivary amylase present in the saliva. So when we are chewing the carbohydrate for a longer period of time, the salivary amylase converts the carbohydrates into simple sugars, which makes the food taste sweet. So basically the salivary amylase acts on the piece of bread and converts carbohydrates to simple sugar, which makes the food taste sweet. Then the third part of the same question, herbivores have longer small intestine than carnivores because cellulose, it takes longer to digest. Cellulose takes longer time to digest. So that is why they need to have a longer small intestine so that the cellulose digesting bacteria can act on the cellulose for a longer period of time and the digestion can be completed. Moving towards question number 5 now. So question number 5 says, draw a well-labeled diagram of the human digestive system. So this diagram is very, very important for your exams. You can be given the diagram in the question paper and you are supposed to label it. So labeling is a must. Plus, you could also be asked to draw the diagram. So when it comes to labeling or for drawing the diagram, you can refer to my previous videos on the same topic. I'll just give you a brief outline over here on how to draw the diagram. So you'll draw it something like this, a very, very quick and a simple diagram that I'm telling you how to draw if it comes in the exam. So you don't need to draw the shape of the body. So this much is enough. Then we have the large intestine. I think I'm running short of space over here. So this is the appendix here. So while drawing the diagram, always remember that the labeling needs to be proper and on one side, as I have been telling you repeatedly, that the labeling should be done very, very neatly. So you can just mess it up here because it's all coils of the intestine, small intestine, that are placed inside this cavity, the abdominal cavity. And finally it's connected over here. So this is how you will be drawing this diagram. Now coming to the labeling part, this is the mouth. You can label this as the mouth. Then this is the food pipe or the esophagus. We need to draw the liver over here. So this is going to be the liver, a triangular shaped gland. The gallbladder comes out like this. And we have the pancreas over here, which is the gland which is shaped like a leaf. And this duct connects to the pancreas over here. So this is how it needs to be drawn. So this is the stomach. This is the liver. This is the pancreas. So you can see how I'm labeling it on both the sides, but in straight lines. So this is exactly how you have to label it for your exam. Then this is the gallbladder. Then duodenum. It could be marked somewhere over here. Then this is the bile duct. Large intestine. I'm writing it in short. Please don't do that in the exam. Then the small intestine. Then we have the rectum and the anus. So there's no space over here, but still I'll try to write it. This is the rectum, and finally the opening. This is the anus. So this is how. Then one more thing missing, appendix. Yeah. So that completes our diagram. So these all labels and this diagram is a must for you to remember for your final exams. So I hope this is clear. You can be given the diagram and you can be asked to label, or you can be asked to draw. So this is a very, very important diagram from your syllabus from this particular chapter, and we know that bio is incomplete without diagrams. So this is all from the portion nutrition, the 5 most important questions which I picked out just for you. So if you found this information useful, if you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button and post your comment in the comment section. Also share this with your friends and do subscribe to our channel. Thanks for joining me.